Hello everyone, welcome to yet another guide video. Important note, if you are watching this in the later stages of the expansion, please do consider some of the things might have been changed. So here we have buffs offered by the dragons at the start. Bronze gives us haste, blue gives us mastery, green gives us increased healing receive, red gives versa, and black dragon gives us crit. Let's start with the Spellbound Battle Axe. It has a bleed effect, so tanks must be careful. Second mob is Corrupted Mana Fiends, which has two abilities, first being Surge, and second is Mana Void. Use your spare interrupts for that Mana Void since it drains mana from players. It is imperative. And then we got Arcane Ravager. It always charges the furthest group member. And second ability is Rift Breath. Dodge it at all costs. And Arcane Foragers does Vicious Lunge on a random player. And on the boss room, here we have Spellbound Scepter. Watch out for that one. It has Mystic Blast, which does a huge AoE damage, and Arcane Rain, which you need to sidestep. It's the most dangerous mob in the boss platform here. And another mob to focus is Unrally Textbook, which has an ability that makes players sleep for a long time. So be mindful about the pool you make, or you can use in caps for them. Once the pack's cleared, Vexamus will arrive. Vexamus is quite simple boss. There will be arcane orbs going towards the boss. You need to soak them, and soaking gives you a debuff, so watch out. 2 stacks probably will be fatal on Mythic Plus difficulty. And if you fail to soak these orbs, it deals AoE damage to your entire group, and the boss will get 20 energy. Upon reaching 100 energy, it will cast Arcane Fissure, which does a huge AoE damage, followed by firing projectiles at player locations, which you must avoid. And don't get inside corrupted mana pools, which triggered by the last tick of the mana bombs. As a tank, you can soak several orbs using mitigation, and aim Arcane Expulsion away from the group, which is a frontal ability. And as a healer, top everyone who gets the mana bombs, and if you're a team with a tank, you can dispel that oversurge debuff and make your tank soak more orbs. And using major healing cooldowns on Arcane Fissure is advised. We got the Guardian Sentry. Avoid deadly winds. Run away from expel intruders in such a manner that you won't fly off the platform. Like you can hide behind the walls and avoid the damage and knockback entire. And use mitigation on Storm Slash as a tank. And we got Territorial Eagles, which has pack. Avoid those swirlies on the floor. And on the second and third waves, there comes the Alpha Eagle, which has Gust, sidestep it, and you will be fine. And also interrupt a call of the flock. If you fail, you can always soothe or tranquilizing shot, or similar abilities for that. Score 3 goals to summon the boss. Boss has overpowering Gust, which is a frontal ability. You must dodge. This is easy. And upon reaching 75% of HP and 45% of HP, an event will trigger. It seems the best way to handle this boss on the first event, goal 3 towards the goal of the Searing Blaze. It will trigger Firestorm throughout the whole fight, but it will also stun the boss and making it take 70% more increased damage for 12 seconds. For Mythic Plus, a strategy came into mind like save your cooldowns and melee, and after you score 3 goals, you pop up cooldowns and Bloodlust and nuke it down. Then on the second event, you score towards the goal of the Rushing Winds, and you will trigger Roving Cyclones for the whole fight, but there will be orbs which gives you buffs. You can collect them. As a tank, use mitigation on Savage Pex, and as a healer, focus on Deafening Screech. It has a stackable debuff after effect, and the only way to clear it is scoring goals. So be careful who got the most stacks. And here we have Vile Lashers, which has detonation seeds. It is a ground effect that makes you disoriented, so better watch out. And Hungry Lashers just auto attacks. You have to watch out for those aggravated skitter flies, which are dangerous. They do high amount of damage with darting stings and stackable enrage effect called agitation. So focus attacking them is advised, or take their pack solo. We have the overgrown ancient. You should stack together and move in one direction when the germinate cast is going through, unlike what we did. This will allow you to cleave down all the Hungry Lashers so much faster. If you stack together, they will all spawn together. And sidestep branch out and interrupt the healing touch. Upon killing Ancient Branch, it will cast Abundance. That AoE will heal everything on it and also remove all applications of the Splitter Bark bleed effect. So after killing it, go inside career stacks and get healed. As a tank, use mitigation on Bark Breaker, which is a tank buster ability. Taunt Ancient Branch as soon as possible. And once boss cast Burst Forth, all remaining Hungry Lashers come alive and they have poison attack called Lasher Toxin, so it is important that you get aggro quickly. And as a healer, watch out for the Ancient Branch cast. It will apply Splinter Bark bleed effect to the entire party. And be ready to top everyone up before Burst Forth cast. We got ALGETH'AR Echo Knights, which has Astral Whirlwind. Pain for the melee players, as always. Spectral Invokers has Astral Bomb, Priority Kick. This one. If you fail to move away, if you fail to interrupt it, move away from the player who gets it. You can deal with the arcane missiles, so save your interrupts for Astral Bomb. And we got Ethereal Restorers who casts shields. You can purge this one. And we have Echo of Doragosa. Every single non-melee ability of this boss applies a stack of overwhelming power. Each stack gives you 5% damage buff. Some of the abilities are unavoidable, so you will eventually get stacks. And if you get 4 stacks, you will cause Arcane Rift, which will summon uncontrollable energy, which also gives overwhelming power stacks, which also means more Arcane Rifts. You get the idea. Don't turn this into a wipe out of greed. So boss has Astral Breath, frontal ability. This hits quite nice, so avoid being hit by it. Also has Energy Bomb and Power Vacuum, which pulls everyone run away from it. As a tank, you might wanna tank the boss in the corner to avoid those Arcane Rifts. And as a healer, spot heal the one who got the Energy Bomb, and also boss will occasionally cast Arcane Missiles to random targets, so top them up quickly as you can. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.